All right, so the big next album we got is a big one. One that we were really, all of us were really anticipating from an artist that we all think is probably gonna be up next and is really that nigga.
Yep.
And obviously, I'm not gonna speak for you, but I know me and Corey have been preaching about this guy honestly for years, for years and years, saying that this guy's gonna be up next and he's gonna be that guy.
Yep.
And
I put you on though.
Yeah, was it?
I think I was the one who put you on. Yeah,
it was me, but it's okay.
I gave you his album because that was. No, I found JID. I can't remember who did I find JID from?
It's either me or Bloomfield was one of the two.
I think I heard him.
We were the only two people playing that nigga.
I can't remember where I found JID from. Oh, I heard him from I heard about his review from the Never Story from Dead End Hip Hop.
Oh,
so they were hailing him. So I was like, let me see what he's about. And that's when I gave you his album. Back when we didn't have Apple Music and stuff like that, so I had to give you the USB, and that was one of the albums on there.
I remember when you used to do that.
The Never Story.
Okay, yeah.
So the yellow and black cover.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, this is J. Cole's like.
Literally.
He's nice.
And honestly, he is that nigga. Like
he grew into something spectacular.
And so I'm gonna let you guys talk. I have a lot to say about this album and the artist himself.
Yeah.
So yeah, take it away. I want to hear what you guys.
You go for story?
Yeah. Where to begin? Right off the bat, he comes in with Radar. Okay. Like first of all, you gotta start with that track. I don't know, man. This album is really good to me. I listen to it a lot, at least once a day or once every other day.
Yeah.
He's developed as a complete artist. He knows like what he wants to do, where he wants to attack, how he wants to attack, like his sound. Mm-hmm. He's like, he really is a great storyteller, like, and he's a good rapper. I was thinking he's like a mix of Andre 3000 and like Kendrick Lamar in a sense. If you know what I mean, like he can storytell, but he can actually like rap and like he can put words together and like his wordplay is just ridiculous. And like he speeds it up, slows it down. Yeah, he can do what he wants, flip flop. Like he's a mixture of just so many different artists. It's great to watch his growth. He has
bare tools in the toolbox.
Yeah, and he's just gotten better and he's learned to like master
when he's rapping and it's
like his breath control now is better than before. Like, he slowed it down on some tracks, like gave you some nice rhythms, and I don't know, man. This album's really good. Really, 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 really good.
So with me for JID, it's like you said, Corey, like the development.
Yeah, man.
And that's the thing. It's like
watching someone grow to this is amazing.
From the Never Story, from DiCaprio 2 to now this is like
it's really
wow.
Good.
Like that's three like really good elite projects. And see with this album now, when I first heard it, I didn't get that feel that I got from DiCaprio 2 or Never Story at first. Going back to it, and especially after seeing the people review it, especially seeing Fantano's review, I was like, wait. So going back and listening, like hearing, like seeing his wordplay, the lyrics, all that stuff, like this guy, he's definitely really elite. Here's the issue I have, not with JID as a rapper, but how people pursue him. It's like, so I have him as probably like one of the top 5 best lyricists in the rap game right now. Especially like
might be
top 5 lyrically.
Who do you have in that category?
I don't have it in order or anything like that, but I would probably say Kendrick's in there, Cole's in there, probably have JID. I'm saying for like our generation.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like more, I'm not. You know what I mean? Lyrically, like he like right now, I would say he's probably like top 5, one of the best like lyrical rappers for sure. I think with this album, it was lyrically great, like the wordplay. When he released Dance Now a week before the album came out, I was not about it. I didn't like it.
Really?
I didn't like it.
I love that
Dance
type of
Now,
shit, bro.
With Kenny Mason.
Yeah,
but he was rapping on that. He was rapping on that. Crack Sandwich, Surround Sound. That was a
Crack
great.
Sandwich is such a good track.
And I like that he took his time with this. I think this has been what, like 4 years.
He did take his time with this. It was
might be 5 years.
I would say
4. I want to say 4 max.
4 years. DiCaprio 2's 2018. Yeah. So you know what I mean? So it's like...
Well, he was on all that other stuff. He was on the Dreamville Project.
Yeah.
Right.
Spillage Village, yeah. And then he was on tour.
Yeah. So he was doing all that other stuff, but because he said,
I remember he was on episode.
Again, I don't know if you watched. He was on Rory Mall.
Yeah.
Oh, was he?
And he had a nice interview, and he was basically explaining that he was taking his time with his album.
You could tell.
Which you could tell, and that but obviously he was on all that other stuff, all those other projects.
He's living life, man. Living life as a new artist that's reached like a different level.
Yeah,
so
for
you
sure.
have to experience it and draw from all these different levels. Because like this is what his third album, right?
Yeah.
So like you were saying with Lil Baby earlier. With this type of album, this is how you kind of have to come.
Take that progression into
like... take that progression as that artist. Like, that's that next step. You have to take that evolution as an artist.
But so that kind of goes to my point. It's like, where do, like, the real rap heads rank him? Because I don't think he's getting that much...
I think the real rap... No, well...
The real rap heads rap him high. But rap is not, like... It's not about, like... what he does
like
right
Rory
now.
and Maul have him high. Like I remember even like Joe Budden even has him high. And like Joe Budden, and I'm because when did this album come out?
Like 3 weeks ago, going on 3, August 26th.
But I feel like when it came out, they already pre-recorded an episode and they've been gone.
Yeah.
So I've been wanting to know what he thinks about
the
JID's album.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, this goes to my point as well. Like, 30,000 first week to me, like, for him, like, it's like that's good for your third album. But I feel like that's not bad for him as an artist. But I'm just like, yo, like, by your third album, I feel like you should have that. If you're this nice of a rapper, I feel like you should have that fan base where you're pushing at least 60, 80. If you're that really nice, if you're that, like, you know what I mean?
So all the everybody's numbers been low.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But I like me personally.
But like I hear what you're saying.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, where do really people rate him enough? Like, that's what I'm saying. Because 30,000,
I don't think so. And
that's where I'm saying. Like, where do people like really rank that? Because 30,000 to me on his third album, if you're this nice, is crazy to me. And he doesn't have that one hit where everybody and their dog knows. Like, you know what I mean? That in the rap, that people that listen to rap a lot and people who listen to rap occasionally.
And that's
right now that song is turning into Stick. That might be the song for him.
His song that I think people really know him for is Rum 151.
Rum did it.
That's the one where like people always say, oh, you know JID, they'll be like, oh, Rum 151.
Yeah, that's like his rigor mortis. Kendrick.
Kind of, yeah.
What Kendrick had at rigor mortis.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how everybody knew about Kendrick.
Exactly, and that song bangs a lot in a lot of like TV shows and like video games and stuff like that. So a lot of people know like that.
He's in the new Madden, I'm pretty sure. JID.
Yeah, he is on the track list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like he's out there, bro. Like he's getting money.
One
way or another, man.
So before
and it's also the label he's signed to. Think about Dreamville. They're not. Like,
and that's what I'm saying. 30,000 if you're with Dreamville.
That's
Cole's the only one that's doing big numbers in Dreamville.
Exactly. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So before I get into my thoughts, I hear what you're saying, and that's why I'm kind of like, not thrown, but I'm trying to take in your question. Like I really hear what you're saying because it's right. Like you're like so to what you said, Corey. Like he's gotten to a level where he is, and especially you displayed it with this album, that he's a complete artist. I'm gonna get into it more.
Yeah.
But again, it's like you're saying. It's like he's still not getting that recognition of that he is at a complete artist point now, and like he is that elite, and I think
it's probably more so to a point where it's more of a popular opinion, I guess is what you mean, because it's not like a popular opinion. It's more just like
how is he not even just on that baby status?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Because I think
it's like Lil Baby is like obviously considered
they're from Atlanta both too.
So it's like when I see that, I'm just because now I'm like, and again I'm not gonna include the numbers talk in that side when I get into my shit about the album and what I really liked about him as an artist and him growing. But again, like that does make me pause and think and be like, I wonder why he's not getting that recognition.
Because he's tough.
I think it's where rap is and the type of music that's popular.
I will say,
really and truly, like once this type of rap is like starts to die down and starts to go away in the next couple of years, is when he will start to rise to the top because people start to realize like his talent more. So yeah, people will get tired of the stuff that's out now. It's starting to come to that point now. People are kind of getting a little. They want to look for more.
I hope it picks up.
We'll see. So yeah, hopefully.
And as I'm saying, I remember on the Joe Budden podcast, like back when Rory and Maul were on it, because we still had DiCaprio too at the time. So this is probably like 2020-ish, where he's like, because they called him And like he answered, and he was like, "Yo, I'm in Jamaica. Like I'm recording for this album." He's like, "Yo, we're out here for like 2 weeks." And that's what I'm saying. It's like you could tell like he was been recording this from 2019, 2020, and that's what I'm saying. So it's like he really took his time with this one. And he
said he had a writer's block essentially. Like he was stuck.
Yeah. I feel like a lot. But I will say before you get into it, Brandon, before I give you the mic, "Money" is my favorite song on this whole entire thing. My favorite. Yeah. My favorite.
That's your standout track?
That's my favorite. That's my favorite song on the album. Money.
Okay, so any standout track? Actually, we'll go back to the standout.
Yeah, we'll go.
Actually, do you have any more general thoughts? Just you obviously.
No, it's good for now. If I think of any.
So I'm gonna get into a little bit of a deep dive. So rock with me a little bit. So when I first heard this album, going into it, obviously Galaxy Radar Dance Now, and it's funny because those are the ones that have the star beside it, right?
You put the star beside it?
No, those are those are the ones being streamed the most and ting, right?
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, so to me, right after the 21 Savage track is where
that song is good too, bro. 21 is fucking.
And that song is good. The beginning of the album, the whole album is good. But to me, I noticed a switch from
he did it on purpose.
The surround sound with 21 Savage into Cody Blue. Mm-hmm. There was a full vibe change.
Yeah, because the first 6 are
focus change.
What we know him for. That's what he's
doing.
That's what he's known for.
When I was listening to it, and I was listening to the first 6 tracks, as I was going through them, I found myself being like, okay, JID.
We've heard this.
I like. And not even just I heard this, but it's just like, I know you can rap like a motherfucker.
Like, we heard you spit.
I know really you can spit. I know you can spit. And that's where like the first 6 tracks, it's like you said, it's like he was like kind of just reminding people and giving them a taste of like, yes, this is who I am. I can rap better than all y'all. Mm-hmm. Right?
Like I'm that nigga
and I can rap.
Yeah.
And then Cody Blue came.
He switched it up.
And just even the messaging that he was getting across. Mm-hmm. And I listened to, and I took in Cody Blue and I was just like, okay. That's what I was looking for. Mm-hmm. The growth, the evolution, and can you get to that next level just as like a general mentally and like can you lay it down nice for us the same ways that you've been spitting in the first 6.
Yeah.
And when the change came, there wasn't like a bump. Like when I got into Cody Blue, I was just like, this is fucking great. Because even just like how he was spitting. And how he was accenting the S's.
Yeah.
About our stress, about our, you know what I mean? How he was just pronouncing with that Atlanta, that, like, it's like, so it was real messaging, but he really got off with that Atlanta slang and that. I was just like, yes. I'm like, this is what I was looking for. Yeah. Can you take that next step? And you took it. And I know it was one song, but that's where I was like, keep it going. And he did. Because it went Brother Them, which, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Got my bros.
Brother Them is a really
track.
I makes you think of all your friends.
All your dogs them.
Yeah.
Right? So track.
Yeah.
And then he went to Sister Them. Mm-hmm. And that's probably my favorite song on the album.
Mm.
Really?
Right? Because again, obviously I love my dog, but for some reason when he went into Sister Them, it's like he got into a even deeper level.
Because when you're protective as a man.
the black queens in your life, like it's just like it went to another level, even deeper level. Mm-hmm. So those 3 songs back to back, I was just like, I was like, yes, that is what I was trying to see if you could do, and you did it, and they fucking hit.
Yep.
And then obviously going on, Can't Make You Change, like good.
Then your boy
Yasin Bey, good.
Most def.
Just in Time with Lil Wayne, I really like that song. Like
Lil Wayne went off.
And Lil Wayne went off on that song.
Lil Wayne on like a slower. Like,
he still got it, man.
Lil Wayne on a slower beat is like still one of the greatest, bro.
He really is one of the greatest, and it's just like you really. I'm glad that he brought him on this track because you really see the Lil Wayne influence on JID when he's spitting. Like it's like and I don't know why I never pieced it together before, but like when I listened to that song, I was like, yeah. I'm like, you definitely got him on the song because he influenced you heavy. Because I'm like, I see the way that y'all in the pockets that y'all find it's
and the way they play on words.
It's so
their play on words is actually very.
I'm
similar,
like that's why I was just like I see why you got him, and I was like I don't know why I never put the two and two together, that he was a big influence on him.
Makes sense why he grew dreads too. Lil Wayne influenced
a lot of y'all niggas out there.
Everybody.
Don't get it twisted. A lot of y'all niggas, he influenced a lot of y'all. Honestly, he really is one of the GOATs. Yeah. And yeah, like Money, Better, like it's
a good album.
Better Days is good too. That's a good song.
Honestly, the Water 2 is probably my least favorite.
Which one?
The ending song. It's just the ending song. Like I don't know, the instrumental wasn't for me with the techno instrumental. Mm-hmm. I thought he could have ended it a little better, but other than that, like Barry Bonds home run. Like honestly, like that shit was
like when you saw the Fantano review, were you like, oh yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I think he mentioned that the last song he wasn't too big on. So I'm saying if you had a great ending song, that could have been potentially like a 10.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, I'm surprised he gave it a strong 9.
I mean, you could ignore that and just give it a 10. But
I'm saying for Fantano. Yeah. For Fantano,
I know. I'm just saying. I know.
I definitely hear you, Corey.
Because like that song would just be X out of the playlist anyways.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do.
Okay, that's if you're looking at it.
I just X out songs out of albums I don't even like. I know I'm not gonna go back to. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not gonna listen to that.
But yeah, man, honestly, like really good album, and like
album,
he like the evolution that I was really trying to see from him, I saw, and I'm glad that I saw, because and now I'm gonna like trying to link it to what you brought up about how he doesn't get the recognition, and like how it's just like, because again, I'm giving him his recognition. We've been giving him his recognition, and like again,
that's where hip hop is right now.
Me hearing this album, it's not like, again, like I honestly, I'm telling y'all viewers, when I'm doing my reviews and shit, I am unbiased. I am telling y'all, my analytical brain will not let me just be biased like that. If I didn't see him take this step, I would have came on here and been like, "Yo, he's a spitter. Like,
it sounds the same as the last
one." But I thought I would have came on here being like, honestly, I thought he would have taken another step.
It's kind of like,
and he did.
It's kind of like Big Sean.
And he did.
It's kind of like Big Sean. Big Sean just keeps telling you can spit, and then it's not really like anything different.
Mm-hmm.
He has no actually he does. No, I'm not gonna say that.
Honestly, his last album, he
has like two or three.
What was his last one?
With the
Detroit 2.
Detroit 2.
Hit Boy, yeah.
That one. I actually like that one.
His last two before that were even like, yeah, I don't even want to.
But yeah, no, for JID though, honestly, like,
I know what I mean.
Yeah.
No, man, like I hope he gets the recognition that he deserves.
I think he will,
because he really, and like again, like
if J. Cole could get it, he'll get it.
And you know what? I feel like, and it's funny because
it took J. Cole a minute to get that recognition.
I don't want to get into I don't want to get too deep into the life bag, but it's life's funny, and it's just like obviously everybody's journey is different.
Yeah.
Everybody's timing is different. Whatever. And it's just like, it's funny because, you know what I mean, certain people have to like wait longer and be more patient. You know what I mean? And like certain time, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm an impatient person.
Yeah.
And certain times that's how I feel.
Yeah.
And like that's where it's like I feel like I relate a little bit to JID in a sense, because JID mentions a lot in a lot of his songs that he's just like it took me a long time to pop. You know what I mean?
It did take him a long time.
I'm the tortoise in the race.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? Like he always says, like I was the turtle.
Yeah. He always had to wait.
You know what I mean? And like even in I don't know if you watched the thing that I said, the Tiny Desk.
Yes. Yeah. One of the best.
That was fucking elite.
One of the best. So up there with Mac Miller's Tiny Desk. It's really good.
Elite. And like it's
better than that. Watch this.
But yeah, like he mentioned it in the Tiny Desk about how he's like I'm very familiar with poverty, and you know what I mean. He's just like, because obviously again taking him a long time to pop.
Yeah, and then being like one of like 7 or 8. Yeah, he
says
it all the time on every song.
Even to what you're saying, Damar, about
youngest
like
of 7. Yeah, I'm the youngest of 7.
Yeah, and like now that obviously he's known, and
what was I saying?
No, just about how like he's not getting the recognition. I'm trying to link it back to just that and just looking at it as a grander thing of life, right? Because it's just like he always mentions that like his come up is always slow. His thing is
he's always the turtle.
And I was like, maybe like that's just him, and that's where it's like maybe like
or maybe he's like
that's just
doing not I want to say doing it on purpose, but maybe just
that's just his destiny in life.
No, it's just certain people's path. It's like you just get to it slower. You know what I mean? And that's where it's just like
you went to high school with, like, you know, or college with.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
they're already like full on career,
whatever, right?
Everything.
So it's just like certain
and then
people.
You're still here, just like figuring it out, getting it going. But
so just,
you'll get
there.
Just
that's how it works out. So that's how like I feel like maybe with JID, maybe in like 3 years, maybe finally people will start coming around and be like, yo, that's not. He's that nigga.
Yeah. He's been that nigga, bro.
Even though he's been, but maybe that's part of his like.
I think what happened
his story arc.
Yeah, because like
you know what I mean?
J. Cole recently just became that nigga to a lot of people out there in this world. So.
And that's true. And again, like that's what I'm saying.
He's in that same camp.
I don't think so.
No, J. Cole. I kind of agree with Corey because J. Cole's always been considered one of the tops.
Yeah.
But it's only been recently that certain people have actually been coming up being like, oh, he's better than Kendrick.
And his albums have been getting better.
Drake. Like this is for the first time ever that I've actually heard people be like, nah, he's above those two.
Yeah, because his albums were gotten.
Even though it may not be true. It's for the first time I'm actually hearing that talk. So I do hear what you're saying.
Yeah, just like a little bit of that in there.
All right, so any last final thoughts on the JID album?
No, a really good album. Gonna be on repeat for the rest of the year, honestly. Probably into next year. And
gonna be on my top 10 list for sure.
Because I know he's probably won't drop another one for a couple years. So.
For a minute. Yeah.
But I will say, for the 4-year wait, like it was worth the wait.
It was worth the wait.
It was worth it.
I want to see him in concert, so if hopefully he comes to Toronto.
Yeah, go on tour or somebody.
Yeah. No, but again, my final thoughts, really good album. One of my favorite artists out there. Like I'm excited to just see him continue to grow and for him to put out music. So. Yeah. So
continue to thrive while I thrive, bro.
Keep grinding, bro. Keep grinding, bro. Excited to see what's to come from you. So we'll end the JID album talks there.